I've been a teacher in Renton since 2001 and am finishing my fourth year as president of the Renton Education Association. I've seen a lot in my time in the classroom, but this past week, watching the unrelenting attacks on human rights at the federal level while wading through horrific job cuts in our school district, I can say that we are less safe and less equipped than ever to help kids thrive. There are proposals for progressive revenue in our legislature, like adjusting the B&O tax, taxing extreme wealth via financial intangibles, and the high income earners payroll tax. Of course, there's also closing obsolete tax loopholes that protect special interests. These revenue options are the only ray of hope in this terrifyingly dark time. My hope is with the Senate and the House Democrats, that they will use their majority to uphold the planks of their own political party. They can alleviate needless escalation of human suffering caused by tax injustice. Our economy has to shift to a common good, or we indeed face chaos and tyranny, and it is that simple. Yes, per pupil school spending has gone up in recent years, but the folks who point that out conveniently ignore that what has also gone up are the expectations of our educators, our class sizes and our caseloads, and most impactfully, the mental and physical needs of our students are unmet at an unprecedented level. Kids are watching the world burn around them in real time. Meanwhile, our elected leaders clutch their pearls and cower in fear to those who would starve kids to fatten their profit margins. Again, we must shift our economy, and it starts by protecting the most vulnerable. How can our educators protect kids, help them feel emotionally safe, much less help them learn, when no one can say that our government cares about our species on a path to literal extinction? The truth is, workers create all wealth, yet there are abject lies about who drives our economy that are persisting in the legislature, in part because our brains just can't really understand the scale of wealth inequality, which underscores oligarchy. So here's one way to understand this inequality. If we represent the median income of a Washington state family, $95,000 as a 1-inch measurement, how high would we have to stack inches to equal the wealth of the individual Jeff Bezos? Again, median income of a Washington state family right now, $95,000, 1 inch. How high? Have you ever thought about how tall Mount Rainier is in inches? Bezos's wealth doesn't just reach the top of one Mount Rainier when we're stacking families of 1 inch, or even 5 Mount Rainiers. You'd have to stack up 12.66 Mount Rainiers to equal his wealth when we're measuring with 1 inch every family in Washington state. Renton schools just cut so many vital positions next year because of systemic greed and falsehoods that are baked into our tax code. School administrators, school boards, local elected leaders, family and parent groups, compassionate, educated people are with us, and we will move forward to demand justice by any means necessary if the legislature doesn't do their job. Our current tax system hurts small businesses as well as our families, as do many policies of late-stage unregulated capitalism. And we do have a truly hostile business climate in Washington state for children and their working families who actually run our society. We should have to evolve. Is it the most profitable entities in human history that should evolve? Or is it our most vulnerable and important asset, which is our children? Educators, we can never fathom the scale of $250 million in assets. That's what the B&O tax is seeking to assess, a 1% tax on $250 million. That's fine. We don't need to fathom that scale of wealth, as long as our legislature does their paramount duty. Our kids are watching. The future is at stake.